It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall, and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine.
What up, T Squad? Happy Memorial Day. Hopefully you're enjoying your holiday. As you're watching this, I'm probably in bed right now watching it with you. So, hey y'all, make sure y'all thumbs up this video for your girl. Want to let you guys know that Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. my Dr. Heavenly Exposed video will be airing. So please make sure that you guys tune in. I had to film that bitch twice because I accidentally deleted the last one. So I had to film it all over again. I worked on it all day Saturday. Literally for about 12 hours. It's a 12-hour filming, editing video, okay? And it's a long video. I really did a deep dive, okay? So please support your girl and tune in Wednesday for this exposed video, okay? And I'm going to be working on another one for next week. Also, the American Music Awards come on tonight as you're watching this, so I will be doing a Fashion Killer review on all of the red carpet styles. Now let's get into tonight's episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 12. The season is winding down. I think we probably got about a good 4 more episodes, including a 3-part reunion, maybe 2, depending on what they got going on. So yeah. The episode begins with Kelly visiting Shamia at her home. They're outside by the pool in their swimwear, showing them to-go biddies. And Kelly decides that she wants to take the girls on a trip. It's the cash trip time, and she is going to take the ladies to Grenada, and Shamia is going to co-host the event with her. Has anybody ever been to Grenada? Do we have any Grenada T-Squad members? Let me know down below in the comment section, because shout out to y'all. Kelly announces that her divorce is almost finalized and that she owes her lawyer $150K. On top of the $100K plus that she owes for that second restaurant that ain't open. I don't know if it's open now, but it wasn't open then. So yeah, she over $200,000 in the hole owing folks, okay? So yeah, I don't know if she need to be going to Grenada. Bitch, you need to be working, okay? Shamia is beefing with Drew over the lapdog comment. She was shading her on the radio where she works with Big Tigger and all of that. She was shading Drew's music, saying they hadn't played her song on their station and all of this type of stuff. And granted, nobody wants to be called a lapdog, but from what we saw this season, Shamia was making little comments about Drew first, like shading her. So I feel like she the one that started this beef between her and Drew. Okay. Angela and my baby daddy Charles, they went to go check on one of her properties, which still has not sold. She has reduced the price several times, which is not good. If a house has been on the market for a long period of time and you keep on taking the price down, that is not a good sign, because that means she's losing money, not gaining. And as of right now, she is $2 million in the hole because she has not sold all of her investment properties. I can't wait to find out if she has sold any since then. Hopefully, prayerfully, she has. But the one thing about it, and this is what I was wishing that Kelly would have done, is that she's being real about her situation. She not out here trying to act like, yeah, I got all these properties, I'm making all this money. She keeping it real. Like, this is what goes down when you're in business. You know what I'm saying? And I like that she's taking us along this journey of seeing the ups and the downs of the real estate industry. You know, she's already been doing this. She is a multimillionaire on her own outside of Charles. So it's dope to see her, you know, struggling a little bit, because when she wins, we're going to be right there with her to see her, you know, come up. So shout out to my girl Angela for keeping it a buck and keeping it real. All right. Then Angela gets really emotional about the situation with Charles and her mom, and she tells him that they talked, and she apologizes to Charles because she says at the time when the incident happened between her mama and him, she wasn't really listening to what he had to say, because she was mad because they had got into it and all of this stuff. It was a lot going on, and she apologizes to him, and he was like, you know, it's good, it's cool or whatever, and hug and all of that good stuff. And she tells him that Brit invited us, because I feel like it's time that I let y'all know the secret that I've been holding all this time. Me and Charles and Angela are together. Yes, we're together. You know, I've been out here single doing my thing now since my last relationship with Cynthia and that man. But, you know, I've decided to put myself out there again. And who better to put myself out there than with Charles? You know, he's a man of a particular age. He don't take no mess. You know, he's a man that is a man's man, honey. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say women date their fathers, right? And he reminds me of my daddy, okay? Strong, with a strong back, you know what I'm saying? You know, self-sufficient, the type of man that get out there and fix a transmission and all of that good shit, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all saw what I done seen in between them legs. That nigga got a log cabin in between his legs. Yes, sorry. You know, and, you know, it took Angela a minute to get used to the fact that I was around, you know, because she was the type that didn't want to share. But I mean, she really had no choice, because I'm in there like that there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. You feel me? How you think he got through that time with the owner over there at the basketball stadium, whatever? Why you think they separated? Because he was in St. Louis with me. Cat is out the bag. Cat is out the bag. He was here with me. I was helping him through that trying time in his life. They were separated. Let me make that clear, because I am not a home wrecker. They were separated. And then when they decided they wanted to give their marriage another chance, Charles let her know that I was a part of the package. This was going to be a package deal. Us or nothing. And she chose us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he fly in and out to come see me. We see each other at least, you know, a few times out of the month, because, you know, I don't want no nigga to smother me. You know what I'm saying? And he don't want no bitch all up in his face. Y'all see, he very cantankerous. You know, he's easily triggered, you know. So, you know, I'm just getting in where I can fit in, and I fit perfectly in between his legs and in his life. So catch, don't be mad, be glad, because I'm happy. I'm really, truly happy. For the first time in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't care that I'm not the one with the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because a ring don't mean a thing. You know, I'm over that point in my life. I'm content with my man. Only problem is the haircut. I've been trying to get him to get rid of the Frederick Douglass. He refuses. But, you know, you just got to pick and choose your battles. You know, I ain't got to see him every day. That's Angela. So I stomach it when he come in town, even though I don't like it. Makes me feel like we're in 12 years a slave. But, you know, he got to see me sometimes with my hair not done. So I'll give him that. But if I could just change one thing about him, it would be that hair. You know, it just works my nerves. It's giving Harriet Tubman, and I just simply cannot. But whatever. The cat is out the bag. Now y'all know me and Charles and that remote control in between his legs are together. Okay? So Brit has her bare and naked event at a country club. Really don't know why. It's a shapewear company that she's debuting, and she's having it at a country club, and she has the ladies playing golf. I wasn't participating in that shit. I was like, girl, I'll just come for the reveal because it's hot in Atlanta. Summertime. Absolutely not. But they had they dumbasses out there playing with her. I will say that her outfit was tea. I was mad that I did not wear it because you know pink is my favorite color. It was pink and black, my two favorite colors. Loved it. And it was polka dots. Gotta give her that. But the gag was, y'all, when we arrived, wasn't none of the decor set up. It was like a ghost town. It was so embarrassing, y'all. I was so embarrassed for Brit, especially considering this was her first event and it was a flop. It was a failure. Okay? Failure, but God don't like ugly. That's what you get. Cynthia came dressed like a mirror ball trophy. I don't know where the hell she was going. Looked like she was about to cut somebody. I was very on edge. You was like, should I give you a hug or just a handshake? Cause what? No, I didn't like her outfit at all. It looked like she got it from Akira. No. Then we get inside the country club for a little, tete-a-tete. And Brit is all in a panic. I heard her in the back talking to her planner. And come to find out, we was the only ones that was supposed to be served a meal. The other people invited were just supposed to have cocktails. And I was like, what in the ghetto is going on here? How you gonna have an event where you only serve us and have us eating in front of other people who only get to drink? That is so ratchet. Like, you don't do that. If you're gonna feed people, feed everybody, not just some people. Like, that is so gauche. Like, it's like, girl, you can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the girl. Like, what was you thinking? Like, I was so mortified. I gave my plate to one of the other girls because I just felt bad. They was hungry. You heard everybody's stomach growling and stuff. It was just some salmon, child, and some asparagus. I was like, here, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. It looked bland anyway. It didn't look like it had much seasoning on it. So I was like, here, y'all go ahead and take that. Because Brit, like, you want to sit up here talking about, I got a 10-carat ring, but you couldn't afford to pay for some salmon for everybody. Salmon cheap, girl. Hell, if you really wanted to be on the cheap side, you could have fed everybody tilapia. I'm like, you can't talk about like you that girl and you can't even feed everybody. Like, no, so declassé. No. Then it got even worse because everybody watching us eat. And then she gives only us gifts of the shapewear. And I saw some of the other women looking like, now we only get water and one drink. One little sip of champagne, and then they getting shapewear and we don't get nothing. Y'all, I was just like, get me out of here. But I looked cute though. Peep the outfit that I had on that day. Okay? Clock that tea. Your girl was on fire. She supposedly accidentally gave Angela a size extra large. And I was like, now see, this is what we not gonna do. You're not about to play in my girl face because that was for me. And she gonna give me Angela's, which was a small. And I'm looking like, do I look like a motherfucking small bitch? The fuck is wrong with you? Brit, you and them Empire State Buildings in your mouth called teeth will get punched in your mouth. Girl, don't play with me. Do not play with me. Charles was sitting there 8,800 hot. Because, he don't play about me. Angela, but he don't play about me. Okay? He was about to jump over that motherfucking table on her ass. But I was like, babe, calm down. You ain't took your blood pressure medicine today. Just calm down. She ain't even worth it. She ain't worth it, Charles. She ain't worth it. Okay? So I got him calmed down because, you know, Angela only riled him up because she got a mouth. She don't know when to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But then Angela gonna come out the blue talking about some, oh, and Charles don't have a side baby. I'm like, girl, where that come from? I just got everybody back on track. Everybody, you know, calm down some. And then here she go, setting it off again. And I'm like, ooh, child, ooh, Lord. Charles, baby, was gripping my thigh underneath that table, y'all. I was like, Charles, let me go. Ooh, Charles, let me go. Jesus, let me go. You gonna cut off my blood circulation, Charles. I was like, girl, this was not the time. Everybody know that man ain't got no damn side, baby. Everybody know. His nut is literally some flour, some cornstarch. That's what he nut out, cornstarch. Like, girl, everybody know that man ain't got no goddamn side babies. Then Angela gonna say, I mean, not Angela, Brit gonna say, and I'm not one of Charles' whores. Baby, Charles said, I don't date whores. And I was like, not anymore. I'm the last whore, okay? Last whore. Okay? Okay? You know what I'm saying? But I'm a reformed hoe. Y'all already know that. So he clocked her teeth real quick. And Charles don't like bitches with big teeth. So you could never sit with us. Never. Ever. Look at these. All natural. Never had braces. Get into it. Yes, ma'am. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. So then, Drew and Britt decided they're going to have a little one-on-one conversation at some point because they got a little tension going that I ain't even know nothing about. And here go Kelly jumping in, as always, being Captain Save-A-Hole for Britt. Thompson, and make sure you tell the truth. And then they get to going back and forth. And I'm like, Kelly, you need to fall back because your hat bigger than you. Okay? Sit back and relax. Okay? So then Shamia decides that she want to confront Drew about the lapdog comment. And Drew then confronts her about running back and telling Porsha that she was trying to shade her and Pilar with the college fund comment. And they get to going back and forth or whatever. And next thing you know, I'm up here trying to take a sip of my drink. And Shamia get the barking. Thompson. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Girl, y'all know I'm scared of dogs, so I got to jumping in Charles' arms. I was like, Charles, save me. Oh, Jesus, save me, Daddy. Save me. Child, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, is the aliens here or are they not? Okay, because what in the hell is going on? Shamia talking about some, kiss my motherfucking ass, bitch. Like, girl, what is happening? Then, after that, we all left because it was a wrap. It was a wrap, child. My head started hurting and I needed to go somewhere and take a water pill, child. I could not. Then Drew goes to sign her record deal. But before she can sign it, she decided that she needs to make a phone call to the big man so they can get things cleared up. And the big man is Dennis. And I'm so confused because before her album came out, it was said online that they were no longer working with each other, that he would just have credit on the album for this music that he worked on. But lo and behold, in this episode, we see that she signed a record deal with Dennis. Huh? I was so confused and shocked at what the hell were we watching. Because she FaceTimes Dennis to confront him about what Porsha said that he told her or showed her a text message of Drew saying that she wanted to smash him for studio time and all of this stuff. And he was like, absolutely not. I didn't say that. They ain't what we working on over here, you know, da-da-da-da. He denied it all, right? So she was like, okay, you know, I trust in what you saying or whatever. She signs the record deal. And now that got me to thinking, Was this all a hoax? Were y'all all working together? You, Porsha, Dennis, and Ralph? Because now I'm back to distrusting your ass. Because what in the hell is going on? Because you signing a record deal with him, but then Porsha over here acting like she don't want y'all filming together and working together, but y'all working together, so you gotta film with. Now it's giving me plot storyline, and y'all all working together. Because I saw the video from today that Ralph put out showing them in the kitchen cooking together for Memorial Day weekend. I don't know if he was talking about this Memorial Day weekend or was this video footage from previously. It wouldn't have made sense if it was from a previous date. It had to have been this weekend. I ain't really look at it. But I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? Because I thought that nigga was supposed to be sitting downstairs in the basement. But in this video, he feeding her and shit. And I'm like, just when I was starting to trust you, Drew. Just when I was starting to trust you, what in the hell is going on? I'm not going to hold her to it, though. Because like I said, I ain't read the article fully. But now it's giving plot, though, with this whole thing. What y'all think? Do y'all think that they all working together? Y'all let me know. So at the end of the episode, Porsha goes to visit Phaedra. Phaedra is back. Oh, God. And they bring up the whole situation with how she left the show 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, with the whole Candy situation. And this is the statement that we get from Phaedra. I regret how I left the group. Bravo, NBC Universal, the production company, producers, Andy, all of y'all suck and all of y'all get an F. Because what the fuck was that? It's been 6 some years or something and she still ain't came up with a reason of why she did what the fuck she did. Give us something. It could be you was high on opiates or something. I don't know. You was having a mental health issue or something. Give us something as a reason as to why you did what you did. Not keep on giving us these generic off the beaten path answers that add up to nothing. How y'all gonna have her come back and still not have her be held accountable for what the fuck she did? Make it make sense, y'all. Because it don't. First of all, she shouldn't be asked back in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. And Andy made it clear that she ain't going nowhere on the Watch What Happens Live here recently. So we're stuck with her ass until she do something else deplorable. Brit name come up and Phaedra says that she's a woman about town, aka a whore. Basically co-signing everything that Kenya said about the bitch. But okay. All right. And word on the curb is that Kenya has not been invited to the reunion, which will be filming, I want to say probably either this week or next week. So girl, bye. And then Phaedra makes a comment talking about somebody told me Charles Oakley was married. Basically saying she didn't know he was married neither. Now I'm like, how don't nobody in Atlanta know that this man was married? But yet and still, Wendy talked about Angela and Charles on her show years ago. So how people don't know that this man married? Are y'all just trying to be funny to shade her? Because it's not adding up. Stop. Because guess what? He married and he got a bitch. And you know about me. I heard you was looking for me. Here I go. Okay? So we're not going to play them games. Sitting up there looking like Blanche Devereaux. Bitch, don't do me. Don't do us. Okay? Because this is us. A throuple. Okay? And that was the end of this week's episode. This is a cool episode this week. Next week, the cash trip begins. Y'all get to see everything that I wore because you know I slayed the girls. It's going to be a bunch of arguments. And I'm just going to be sitting pretty, period. Because that's what I do, okay? But I'm going to give this week's episode of Atlanta a B minus. It was cute for what it was, you know. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about this week's episode. What do you think about my announcement, my couple's announcement? Please, if you don't have anything positive to say, don't say anything at all, okay? Because you will get blocked. The block is okay? Respect me and respect my man, okay? Period. And like I said, please tune in Wednesday for my Dr. Heavenly expose. It's really good. I love you guys, and I will see you all on my next video. Peace.